Hello YouTube and welcome to my team building video for the PBF Season 4, Week 3. I am Pokey1090, the coach of your Dallas Stars. I have here the standings after Week 2 has completed. We will see that here we are in 4th place. We have a 1-1 record with a +3 differential. There are several other teams that are 1-1, but they range anywhere from -4 to +2. So we're the only one at +3. There are 3 teams ahead of us who are all undefeated and all have a +5 differential, so not that far ahead of us. And they are Virginia State, who is in our has been replaced with a new team. They're now Cleveland, and they're in our division, so we'll have them twice. RB, that is Ryan, who wrecked us Week 1. And St. Louis, which is Andy, who we do get to face in a couple weeks, who is my cousin / rival, and you've seen him if you are watching my channel at all. So we know last week we had a wonderful week. We'll just review my team real quick. I don't know why it's over here. There we are. So the Dallas Stars, we have Mega Altaria, Excadrill, Milotic, Blissey, Galvantula, Hitmontop, Exeggutor, Hippowdon, Darmanitan, Drapion, and Yanmega. And this week we are up against Blackmont, the Blackmont Raikougars to be exact, ZAMCRO, aka Scoot, and his Mega Pinsir, Manaphy, Nidoqueen, Emboar, Donphan, Cofagrigus, Steelix, Mew, Hydreigon, Electros, and Miltank. Scoot's lost 2-0 Week 1 and Week 2, so he's definitely looking to get his first win. We can see he's used only 7 of his total Mons, so there are 4 he hasn't used yet. I'm really thinking Cofagrigus is coming this week. Looking at his team, that is something that I started planning for. I started planning, and I got halfway through planning, and I looked at that, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know how to touch it. That thing scares me. Nidoqueen, I think, is also going to be a beast. Scoot loves to set up, so he's got Mega Pinsir, Manaphy, and Mew. He didn't bring Mew both weeks. He brought these 5 both weeks. He brought Mew 1 week, and he brought Hydreigon 1 week. So we'll see what he does here. I'm expecting a lot of this core. I'm thinking maybe Mew. I'm thinking definitely Cofagrigus. So on to Showdown. We'll see. Here's the team I have planned. Bringing back the MVP from last week, in my eyes, probably, just going to go out on a limb and say probably the MVP of Week 2. My Galvantula. This is not the legendary Galvantula Amazing with the leftover substitute and get the burn. This one is Compound Eyes again, because I love Compound Eyes with Thunder. Life Orb. I am Timid 232. That allows me to outspeed a Jolly 252 Mega Pinsir, and then therefore the rest of his non-scarfed team. 252 special attack, of course, and then the remaining 24 just thrown into HP. So Thunder, strongest move, hits Manaphy the best, hits super effective against Mega Pinsir. Bug Buzz hits super effective against Mew and Hydreigon. Energy Ball is if he has Donphan only for the ground to switch in. Could have Steelix, which Energy Ball would be the best, but I'm not saying it against Steelix. And he could have Nidoqueen, which is the one thing that totally blocks Galvantula. And given Galvantula's success last week, I can't imagine Nidoqueen doesn't come. The final move that I do have is Sticky Web, just because there wasn't a 4th move I really loved. I was thinking about a few other things. I was thinking about Toxic, but he does have, Nidoqueen, who I think is going to come in, so that's really not going to help. And I was thinking about, let me see, where are the other moves? Yeah, Toxic, no. Thunder Wave's not going to touch anything that's going to switch in. There were 2 other moves that caught my eye. I thought about Gastro Acid, twofold. One, Cofagrigus, just denying it from having its abilities to kill all of my abilities. I thought about Magnet Rise on a switch perhaps, but most things are probably going to carry Rock. And then the final thing I thought about was the Spider Web, so that he can't switch, or String Shot, but just to lower speed on something, but I don't really see that coming into play much. So that's my Galvantula. Next, I have Milotic. This Milotic is a very particular set. I am 248 HP, which is max -1, so it's not even. 192 defense and 68 plus special defense. That is the optimal set where that particular amount means I will never be KO'd without a crit by a +3 modest leftovers Manaphy. I'm pretty sure that was the exact scenario that I thought was most likely. So I can take a +3 Scald leftovers Manaphy modest 252, yeah, and then kill back with Mirror Coat, or because I know Scoot likes to do a lot of setup and he likes to do a lot of extra setup on predicted things that are not going to kill them immediately. If he predicts a switch, if he predicts a protect to scout something, he really likes to make those plays that are detrimental. I think last year that's how he wrecked me, was like I went for protect and he was able to set up another level of setup, whether it was Dragon Dance or Sword Dance. I don't remember what it was. So for that reason, if I think he's going to go, like say he already has +3 and he's going to go for +6, I'm not going for the Mirror Coat, even though if he attacks, I could kill him. I'm going to go for the safe Haze, bring him back down to neutral. And then, you know, if I can recover up there, whatever we can do, get back to square one, we'll see. But that's going to be the plan there. The defense spread, it's the most defense I can have remaining. It's going to do all right against Pinsir still. I really would like to fit in Ice Beam, and I thought about even dropping Scald for Ice Beam, but I don't want to only have Ice Beam because, well, Embor, Steelix. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I mean, the only thing Ice Beam would gain is, or I mean, the only thing that Scald would gain is the chance of burn against, like, Mega Pinsir switch in, but I can take one hit from Mega Pinsir. Ice Beam should do enough extra that wouldn't be done. Yeah, so I'm changing that right now. Next I have Hippowdon. This is again a very, very particular spread. I am 248 HP, 128 special defense, and 132 plus defense. This particular spread is incredibly precise. That Pasho Berry, Sand, that special defense, I can take a +3 Scald from Manaphy, who is again modest leftovers, which I think is the most likely thing. Also, the 132 plus defense helps me to easily take things from Mega Pinsir. I have Stealth Rock, of course, Slack Off, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, so the standard set there. Next, I have Altaria with the Altaria Knight, of course. Natural Cure, always. I have Dragon Dance, Return, Roost, and Earthquake. Very standard set here. I am Adamant, not Jolly. I don't feel Jolly's going to be bonus enough to warrant doing that and missing out on the extra damage. There was something I had to concern myself about with this. Oh, the Cofagrigus. I need to get to like +3 to kill it, which will never happen. And then obviously I don't get to fit the heal bell that I had last week on, but have to, you know, choose only 4 moves. So moving on to our 5th Mon, the one I am thinking might be the MVP for me this week, is Yanmega. Yanmega Life Orb Speed Boost. I think if I get in against something slower than me, if I can just predict the correct either switch, or if, you know, I come into something slower, this can be huge. Again, Cofagrigus is a bit scary, although Shadow Ball's not going to one-shot me back. But Air Slash kills Mega Pinsir. Bug Buzz kills Mew. Giga Drain does not kill Manaphy, but I can take a hit from an unboosted Manaphy, even an Ice Beam. And then Giga Drain, especially because I am modest, if he outspeeds me turn 1, if it's like both just came in fresh, Manaphy and Yanmega, I just go for Giga Drain. Either he scalds me or ice beams me, I take a good chunk of damage and heal a bunch of it back with Giga Drain, and then speed boost. Or he goes for the +3 Tail Glow, that's what it's called. He goes for Tail Glow. I get my Giga Drain to do like 60-70%, and then speed boost, I outspeed Giga Drain. And then Psychic is there to hit. Who was Psychic to hit? Oh, Psychic is good against obviously Nidoqueen. But this set I can handle Emboars. Giga Drain helps 2-shot Donphan, I believe, and I don't think I'll 2-shot it if he's Assault Vest, which is, I don't know if that's a real thing or that's just a tie thing. But yeah, I can pretty much 2-shot. I have to obviously be afraid of Steelix if Steelix exists. Miltank, I'm not running. I don't have HP fighting. Like, I couldn't touch Miltank, but there's always the chance of Air Slash. And finally, the last mon I have is Blissey. This is a weird Blissey. So I am Bold, 252 defense, 252 HP, and 4 special defense. You're never running over this Blissey, especially defensive anyway. I mean, he can get to +6 Manaphy, and he can't outdo this Blissey, especially because I am Calm Mind. So that's why I'm not investing the usual 252 defense and special defense in the 4 left over wherever. I have Calm Mind, Soft Boiled, Ice Beam, and Heal Bell. This is meant to be able to take on 1 versus 1 if they're the last 2 mons left. I should be able to beat Cofagrigus. All I can do is hope to, Toxic me and protect a bunch. I can Calm Mind, I can Soft Boil, I can Heal Bell, eventually get +6/+6. I can also 1v1 Manaphy that way. Mew, if he is Nasty Plot without Psyshock. I think with Psyshock he should be able to take me, I assume, but yeah, we'll have to figure that out later if it comes to that. But obviously Blissey, and this Blissey with the 252 plus defense and max HP can take close combat from an unboosted Mega Pinsir, and then Ice Beam will do more damage than I normally would, but obviously not kill it. Yeah, I kept going back and forth. I almost didn't put Soft Boiled on it. I think that's very critical. I almost skipped Heal Bell, but I think that's very critical. Because I'd love to have... I almost thought about switching the Natural Cure to Serene Grace and doing Body Slam so that if he did switch into ground, it wouldn't be completely useless with Thunder Wave, and I would give Body Slam a 60% chance to paralyze. But pretty happy with this. I think we can do well. I'm excited. I'm nervous because I know Scoot's got to be raring to go and get his first win. So that's my team. That's my team building. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think is going to be the MVP, the most valuable Pokemon. And look forward to the battle coming very soon. Thanks for watching.